Mayank, for you to tell our audience, is this just a year or will it be a decade of unicorns from India?
I mean, I think it's a decade of unicorns for India, and I guess the 30, 35 unicorns that have been formed this year, I think it's just about scratching the surface as we speak right now, because, I mean, when we look at those businesses, these are real businesses that are coming out, and these are businesses that are actually disrupting the existing offline with the online ecosystem. These are tech-enabled, come with a very different margin profiles. These are businesses that has potential to reach to scale, which in physical formats are difficult for multiple other companies to do so. So I do believe with the quality of founders, with the capital coming in, with the market opening up, digital infrastructure getting ready, it's not just a year, but it's a decade of long run growth for us.
Long growth, and that's fantastic news. I want to come to you, Abhiraj, and you run what I would call a services company. And the question about valuations, again, for a large audience which is watching this across the massive reach of the India Today group, tell us, how do you get to unicorn status in the simplest way as you can?
I think you have to really focus on building a company that creates value for customers, for suppliers. I'd say unicorn or no unicorn, that's an outcome. You can't have that as your goal. Valuation is really an outcome metric. So the focus has to be on building a high quality company which creates a lot of value for society, and the valuation will follow.
All right. Valuations again, Sandeep, the question, and I want to take you to China because that's another dominant theme. I've asked you this before. I repeat the question for the benefit of our audience. China, ByteDance as a company, if you look at valuations, from 60 million to $75 billion. India is also generating unicorns, but the numbers here are 500 million up to, let's say, 5 billion, 4 billion, that range. Why is this? Why is there a gap? Is it because culturally, language-wise, China is one market, and a fact that many of our audience may not fully appreciate, India is not one market. You're actually dealing with perhaps 24 markets, languages, cultures, and people in some way.
Well, that could be a reason, but I think the reason why ByteDance or TikTok, as famously known, has created a high value, or for that matter, Alibaba and so many Baidu and so many other companies, is because internet has been around for 27 years. It's designed as open by nature, not just as a technology architecture in terms of the business ecosystem also, but that was not the case in China. There was a lot of protectionism was given, like in late 90s, you had 3 e-commerce companies, all were same size. One was owned by eBay, one was by Amazon, one was a local company, Alibaba, and 5 years later, there was only one company. So, I think that they are only, if you look at beyond US, there are only 2 countries which can give you more than 500 million, or I would say even close to 1 billion internet population, that is India and China. The only difference is China had 25 years of protectionism for the internet companies. That was not the case in India. But it's catching up. Like, India is still now, if you see the glass half full, then I would say India is still the home to the 3rd largest unicorns, and half of them have come in last 2 years alone.
Absolutely, and this dollar deluge, Rahul, that's the point. Again, where is this money coming from? I know people within the startup world, the VC world, know this. Private equity guys, of course, know it. But where is all of this money coming from, and can it sustain, maybe, if not too long a horizon, at least for the next 2 to 3 years?
So firstly, I think I want to challenge this entire notion that there's a lot of money coming to India. Because if you look at it, what may seem like $1 billion, $2 billion, and you look at the global economy of $50+ trillion, I think for many of the countries, this money is still peanuts. I think just because our economy size is fairly low,
You're also hinting at the currency conversion, right?
I'm also hinting at the currency conversion, but I'm also saying that what we think of a 100 CR company or a 1000 CR company starts to become large. You think of going to a US market and a stock exchange, it will probably be small cap or may not be even big enough to get listed.